Good morning and welcome to episode 1635 of Hard Factor. It is Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. Today, Wes is leading us off. What you got, Wes?
I got a feel-good story out of the rubble and the ashes of the devastating California wildfires. Comes a story of hope and perseverance and a lovely future for one young couple. And we're going to make fun of them a little bit, at least I am. But it's a nice story. And then I got a little update on Costco that I think everyone will really enjoy.
Like a phoenix.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yeah. Fantastic. And a trip to Costco. Nobody can argue with that.
Yeah.
And then we got Pat on deck bringing us what today, Pat?
Oh, yes. I'm bringing you a story about DeepSeek, which is really interesting. New AI platform from China that is really doing a wonder on our U.S. stock exchange because
Interesting.
It's a
we're gonna get into
disruptor.
it. It's a disruptor to the tune of $1 trillion. No one saw this coming. No one saw this coming.
They're disrupting us?
We are fully fucking disrupted.
A trill?
Yeah. You would never guess that the stock market would get disrupted in a way where they were blinded by greed and then all of a sudden swoopsie doopsie. You would have never guessed that. But
You knew they were tinkering at something over there, those little bastards.
Mm-hmm. What are y'all up to over there? Come on, let me see it.
absolute shock they tricked Wall Street.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
And then we got Mark in the hole with what, Mark?
Swing away. We're going to go take a trip to Saudi Arabia. Another group of people that are always up to something.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. This is actually hats off to them. That's all I'll say. That's the tease for the Saudi Arabia story is hats off to them.
Turbans off?
You don't have turbines there, bud.
Let's just say they've
Whatever.
orchestrated something pretty good. They've composed
Sikhs.
something.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever, Pat.
Clock. Turbans off to them.
Yeah, bat and clean up with whale farts. Bet you didn't know whales fart. They do. It's making the headlines.
I bet those are stinky.
Yeah, apparently so. I've been doing some research. Apparently, very stinky whale.
You ever smelled your own farts in water? Sometimes they get real bad.
Yeah, the bubble.
They're the worst in water.
Makes
I
it
know.
worse. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
And they
whale
rise
fart-
really quickly in the shower because of the steam. They just hit you immediately.
Oh, well, farting in the shower is a whole different story. That's just like you're hot boxing yourself. But I'm talking about in like a hot tub or like a pool. You ever fart and smelled your,
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
whale
Anytime. I mean, a shower can make it worse too. It has to be the right conditions, right at the moment of flatulence. And yeah, I mean, they can be stinky. The water makes them worse. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm excited. Sounds like a good lineup.
profound comment from sorry if you don't, saying fart in the water and it comes up the front. He or she is right. Just right and gets a bubble in the front.
Well,
like
it'll go behind
cosplaying
you
a
every
queef.
now and again. It can get
Close
behind
as
you.
we can get the queefing.
Hi.
Yeah, it depends on the angle you're sitting at, but yeah, mostly up the front. You're right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay,
Just
what-
tickles the nuts, just caresses
Wes-
the nuts as it goes up.
Yeah.
Wes, what's up with the news?
Yeah.
Runs across the grundle. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I think it feels great.
Why is my front so full?
I prefer it. As I said, guys, a lot of destruction, devastation that many people had suffered due to the California wildfires. It's nice to see something beautiful come out of all the wreckage. We've seen owners, find their pets and be hysterical after finding their pets. We've heard,
Yeah, that guy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. We've heard stories of invaluable family heirlooms that people were able to save at the last second. We've heard miraculous tales of survival. And now out of the ashes, a new life has begun for these two lucky people, Brian McShay and Stephanie Rayner. There you go. You see, Brian was planning on proposing to Stephanie when their Altadena home was one of the 10,000 that was destroyed by the Eaton fire. 28 people died. So
From God to get out of that relationship.
what's that? Yeah, Mark. So I guess Brian doesn't exactly think quickly on his feet. He panicked, and while they were grabbing what they could, Brian forgot to grab a tiny box with probably the most valuable thing in the house, a diamond ring that he had hidden from Stephanie when he was planning to use it close to her. But you bet your ass he got his PC, keyboard, headset, and mouse, though. You bet he got those.
He got the gaming gear, but he forgot the engagement ring.
Yeah. He's got his PC in one arm, his headset on, his mouse in his pocket, and then his only empty hand, he grabbed his keyboard and said, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
A couple graphic novels.
Yeah. We gotta go.
They're books, Mark. Just a thought.
Yeah.
This is a great con to not have to pay for a ring, right? Because post fire, you come through with like a drugstore fake diamond as like a symbol and say, "I got you a real one, but burned up in the fire."
But don't diamonds survive fires? What if she's like, "Let's go back and look for it"?
No, we can't. We shan't.
You have to chuck it in. You have
it's too dangerous.
You're walking through the rubble. You have to drop it out of your pocket real quick and then like smudge it up with your foot in the ashes.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was a lot of not diamond stuff around the diamonds. It's probably gone.
Here it is. I can't believe I found it and it didn't.
The looters.
You guys are onto something. So, as they sat in their driveway about to pull away from their home, Stephanie asked if there was anything else he might have forgotten. And when he glanced in the rearview mirror, he saw his PC that he buckled in for safety. And he looked at her and said, "No, sweetie, the two loves of my life are right here in this car." And they drove off.
Are you saying this because he looks like a nerd? Is that
of course, that's why I'm saying it. Yeah,
okay,
you'll see him. I'm right. But as we know, Brian did forget something. He forgot Stephanie's engagement ring. And as Brian conducted raids in their hotel room, as the fire ripped through their real home, it came to him. Oh, no, the ring. He thought it was gone forever. However, upon returning to their scorched home, which was now rubble, Brian, ashamed that he had forgotten Stephanie's ring and not wanting her to know how little he really thought of her and his love for her, he suggested that they search around the area where his desk used to be, where he kept the ring, right in the drawer under the keyboard that he grabbed before rushing out of the house.
He probably calls it his station.
Yeah, his station, right at his station, his raid station. So they searched near the desk, and guided by God, a miracle that can only be compared to that assassin's bullet missing President Trump in that Pennsylvania field occurred.
Thank God.
Brian found the ring. And then right there and then, with everything they owned except Brian's PC, in a heaping pile of smoldering rubble in the backdrop, Brian got on one knee and proposed to Stephanie. And miraculously, with absolutely no hope of a prosperous future, with this man who kneeled before her, having absolutely nothing left to his name, she said yes.
But that's a great feeling, you know.
Oh, honey, it burned some carrots off. Damn it. It looks like some of the carrots got burned off in the fire, but it's still here.
Here's the
Will
news.
You honor thy humble serf with thy hand
and
forever?
One ring to rule them all.
Yeah. Here's the news story to show you Brian and Stephanie and their little story.
It was what their home looked like earlier this month. This is what it looks like today.
As soon as we walked up, it really hit us.
Nope, yeah, it's gone. Besides their pets, they say they lost everything. And for Brian, that included the engagement ring he just purchased.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking, well, maybe the stone should survive and maybe we'll find a little stone. I thought the ring was going to completely disintegrate.
A big stone.
So they started digging.
I was like, we're going to look over here where my desk is.
But you didn't tell her why.
I did not tell her why. I don't know what you thought we were looking for because it was pretty obvious a lot of my stuff was gone.
You have a lot of little gear. I
have
don't know.
A lot of little things, yeah.
Little characters, little figurines.
So we're digging around where my desk is, where you can see the desk frame.
All the Funko
Again,
Pops.
just looking for a stone, man. I mean, I really didn't have a lot of hope. But I mean, you just brush away some rubble, and there's a little ring, and you pick that up, and it's actually a washer to something, and that happens like 4 times. And then you pick it up, and you pick up the thing, and there's a little diamond, and I was on my knees, and I was like, "Hey, will you marry me?" and I'm in complete PPE, zipped up with the white hood and everything.
I'm crying.
Yeah, she's crying.
So there you have it.
Aw.
That guy
Good for them.
fucked over so many people committing insurance fraud for fake diamond rings being burned to the ground.
God damn it. You found it.
It's kind of a dirty move. I was thinking about it. If you ask me, here she is. She's She just lost everything she had. Her future is unknown. Her emotions are high. And Brian proposes to her right there, perhaps the most vulnerable moment in her life.
He's saying you think that he felt the momentum right then, so he really went for it.
Talk about being put on the spot. Talk about expecting a yes. Yeah. And obviously, I mean, hey, we're wonderful story. We're glad, beautiful couple. We're glad, we're happy for them. But Brian was not going to buy another diamond. You can bet your ass on that one.
You don't know that.
Yeah. He's like, here, take it before I lose it again. I was almost out $1,000 on this thing. So,
good for them.
Wonderful story. We wish you the best. Having a little fun at your expense and your time at despair.
Yeah, let's make fun of these nerds who lost their house.
We'll send you a wedding present.
Send it. Get in touch with us. We'll send you a little something.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll photograph your wedding for free. How about that? Fly me out there.
Hell yeah, dude!
If you have any money left.
That's a $10,000 package.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a huge offer. We can do a few more jokes now.
Yeah, I'll do it for you. No problem. I'm yours, as long as it's on a Thursday. Which it will be.
Which it will be. There it is.
Oh man.
I kid. Congratulations. Big update for Costco lovers, real quick, before we move on. One of the things I hate about Costco, the only thing I hate about Costco, probably literally the only thing I hate about Costco, is the food court. They have Pepsi products. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world when restaurants have only Pepsi products. I think Pepsi is an inferior product to Coca-Cola in just about every aspect. And Costco has just
Sprite
reversed.
really makes it clear. I mean, what's the alternative?
Starry is the alternative, and that's what they have at Costco right now. They've got Diet Pepsi. They don't even have Pepsi Zero, which is a travesty because Pepsi Zero is actually decent. But in a reversal, Costco CEO said this summer
going to be serving Pepsi products at their Thursday wedding.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Cash Bar Pepsi products.
I mean, they have Mountain Dew, which is, I mean, it kind of carries their brand, right?
They don't have Mountain Dew at Costco though.
Right.
They don't have Mountain Dew?
Nope.
It's not. I think the Mountain Dew fountains are like it's a separate type of order. Because I think only place you can get Mountain Dew on fountain is like 7-Eleven and then
Bell.
like
Taco Bell has it.
Yeah.
It's Starry, Pat.
It's Starry. It's Starry, Diet Pepsi, and Pepsi.
What the fuck is Starry?
It's the Sierra Mist rebrand.
It's what you see with rage when you're drinking it instead of a superior lemon lime soda. You see Starry.
Right? Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. The washing down that hot dog with Starry ain't that great. So the CEO Ron Vokris said that they're going to be reversing their decision from 2013 to replace Coke with Pepsi. They're going back. They said that not only is Coke more delicious, but it also is more cost effective. So this summer they're going to be converting all their fountains back to Coke, and I can't wait. So fantastic news for all of you Costco members out there. Coke's coming back. Hopefully they put Coke Zero in. Probably not, because that's just the way they roll. But yeah,
at least you get a Sprite now.
You can get a Sprite. Cool. You will get a Sprite.
And business-wise, well, there are also 18,000 workers going on strike.
Yes, at the unionized.
You're going to mention that or the DEI stuff.
At the unionized Costco's, what's up with? I don't know if my Costco is unionized or not, but if you have a unionized Costco,
80% of workers are unionized nationally. So probably there's an 8 out of 10 chance that your Costco is.
I think so, most of the right. So you have to, but some of the stores apparently aren't affected by the strike. So
80% of workers going on strike on Monday.
This is a good thing for you, unless you're a billionaire. Support them.
And then
I know. I just wish that I didn't have to go to Costco and cross their picket line during their thing because I really got to go to Costco right now.
Costco's doing one thing Trump likes and one thing Trump doesn't like. Probably Chris Litt says, "Thank you, Trump." Live comment. They're keeping DEI.
Lover of unions.
Well, they're keeping DEI, so that's not. He's probably not a fan of that. They said, "I don't care. We're going to stay DEI." And then they also recently implemented a scan-in system where you absolutely can't go in the store. They're they are only members now for sure without sneaking in or bringing in guests. They're cracking down on who can get in, but they're keeping
scans,
which I love. Keep the riffraff out.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. The scans are great. The scans not only have they been working, they've been hitting like record-setting profit. So they can probably afford the raise.
You can look around that food court knowing that everyone should be in there, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And Trump loves Diet Coke, as we all know. So, win for him.
Where it's like, well, that's what I'm saying, a give and take there.
So there you go. That's what's
Cool.
happening.
I hope Trump. It would be. I mean, I don't hope, but it would be a funny moment for Trump, like to go in to Costco and drink one of the first Cokes, the Diet Cokes, off the machine, and then argue with them about DEI. That'd be a good. That'd be a good video op for him. Yeah.
Let's not forget the veterans are DEI hires.
Yeah, try to fire.
Part of DEI. No one wants to talk about that.
I'm just talking about for Trump. I'm not saying. I'm just saying this is something that he should put on.
These are his opinions, not ours, Pat.
Pencil it in, because the first Diet Coke off the Costco fountain is going to be big. It's a momentous.
As part of the show, we pretend to be people and then push their opinions forward.
That's right.
Right. So if I'm Trump and I'm a Diet Coke lover
who
hates DEI programs, then I'm gonna plant myself in a Costco on that day.
There you go. Sam's Club's open until they stop striking. Really stick it to them in their pocketbooks.
Dude, but Sam's Club sucks compared.
I know. It's owned by Walmart.
That's who should be serving Pepsi products.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever known someone who's been the victim of identity theft or harassed or stalked, doxxed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My household has. And if you ever wondered how much personal data is out there on the internet on you, it's a lot. Your name, your contact info, social security number, your home address, information about your family members. Trust me.
Pat's erection data.
Right. If you're in a non-commenter that comes at me on Twitter, I find out where you live, and then I just think about doxing you. But I don't.
Look, data bro.
Because of a lot of Twitter hacks and leaks, I can find who you are. So stop talking shit to me, you anonymous piece of shit. Anyway, Delete Me, who's sponsoring this show, can help you fight back against data brokers who make a profit off your data. Your data is a commodity, and anyone on the web can buy your private details. You might be getting spam emails, robocalls. That's all because your data's out there, and you got to fight back if you want to be a little bit more anonymous, a little bit more protected, and that's why we use Delete Me here at the show. I use Delete Me. It's a subscription service that removes your personal data from hundreds of data brokers, and you can sign up and provide Delete Me with the exact information on what you want deleted. Like you can put in like your previous addresses, your family members' names, your name, and they will go on there and do their best to get that information away from the data brokers. I'm not going to name the data brokers, but if you ever Googled someone's phone number, you'll see what'll come up will be a data broker site. If you ever wondered how on certain shows I'm able to find out criminal records on people, that's data brokers, and you can fight back against them with Delete Me. Take control of your data and keep your private life private by signing up for Delete Me now at a special discounted rate for Hard Factor listeners. Today you can get 20% off your Delete Me plan by texting Hard Factor, one word, to 64,000. So that's text Hard Factor, one word, to 64000. Hard Factor, one word, to 64,000. Quick disclaimer, message and data rates apply. See term for details.
It's a good deal.
Great deal.
Yeah.
I'd get after it. All right, okay. So the stock market, I don't know much about it. I never won on it. But if I had bought NVIDIA a while back, I would be fucking stacked, bro.
That would be
just
nice.
absolutely crushing it. Part of the reason is because their chips are powering AI, right? Which is going to be the new revolution. We've been hearing about it left and right. Artificial intelligence. It's going to create jobs. The rich are telling us.
Yeah.
When we know it's probably going to eliminate jobs.
Well, unlikely, right? I mean, it'll create jobs making AIs, but far fewer, right, than the jobs that they replace on mass. Yeah.
Right. Well, you may have seen that there was a $500 billion investment, okay, called the Stargate Initiative, right? That was put forward.
That's an alarming name right off the bat.
Yeah, it's spearheaded by OpenAI, SoftBank, and Oracle. It's the largest AI infrastructure project in history.
Did they build the Stargate gate is my question, because that's
a great question. If you saw Stargate, if you know what that is, it's like a
Or
portal to hell.
the
Right?
TV series, the movie, the
You're
TV
gonna-
series.
if you're going to make the program Stargate, I think that, like, first of all, you need to have the Stargate. I mean, at least at the end, when you announce the results, you need to have a Stargate there.
What was that? Kurt Russell?
I don't remember. It was so many spinoffs. It was like
Pretty sure-
it drove
pretty sure
Sci-Fi
the
Channel for
original was Kurt
decades.
Russell.
Yeah, it
There
was.
was
Anyway,
alien that was like an Amazon type, and then
And it was a $500 billion private sector deal to expand U.S. AI, right? And immediately, this is day one of Trump's new term, this was announced mostly to benefit OpenAI, Sam Altman, right, who has beef with Elon Musk. And Elon Musk started undermining that deal publicly on Twitter, saying, you don't have the money. I have it on good authority. It was really weird, really very strange. Anyway, this happened.
That's my politician, not yours.
Well, it's like the money's going to someone other than me. I don't like it. So over this week, DeepSeek has dropped, guys. And DeepSeek is a Chinese-based, essentially ChatGPT. And DeepSeek came out saying that they trained the DeepSeek version 3 for less than $6 million worth of computing power from NVIDIA H800 chips. And NVIDIA subsequently lost $600 billion in market value.
What?
Why? Because they were not supposed to be selling to the Chinese or something?
Well, so okay, so we do have a ban on selling the highest technological chips to the Chinese. However, those chips get over there through the black market. But the chips that they were using were subpar chips. They weren't the best. And the cost of $6.5 billion effectively to train this model pales in comparison to the hundreds of billions of dollars that the U.S. companies have been saying that it costs to train their models.
Well, Elon's supposed to get Doge on that. So really, this is a slap in the face to Elon. You need to take this personally because China just pulled your pants down. So they're doing it for $6 million. You're charging $80 billion. You got to figure it out.
This was a reaction to the fact that the market assumes that, similar to Boeing overcharging, that NVIDIA is going to lose out on contracts? Or?
Well, it's more that China can do it cheaper. So to give you an idea, Meta said last week...
They still use NVIDIA.
Last week, Meta said it would spend 65...
Yeah, I don't see why NVIDIA takes a hit besides the...
I think it's because they're
everyone
not
took a
going to be able to charge hundreds of billions.
So
anyone who's in the AI game took hit.
Because China's AI is solid.
They're not the only people on the block anymore, is what's
pretty
going
much.
This is like when Napoleon Dynamite came out, because it only cost like $20,000 to make that movie.
$1 million bucks. Yeah.
Revolutionary.
Guys, Meta said last week it would spend upwards of $65 billion this year on AI development.
Imagine what China could do with that.
Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, said last year the AI industry would need trillions of dollars of investment to support development
that's a lie.
of in-demand chips needed to power the electricity-hungry data centers that run the sector's complex models. That's a big thing, guys. Is a search on ChatGPT takes 10 times the amount of power required for a Google search. So it is a resource-driven game, and NVIDIA chips were the leader. These guys built this model on shitty chips from NVIDIA like 3 versions ago, and apparently this DeepSeek crushes ChatGPT. It was #1 in the App Store today.
So their data centers are even more better set up than ours for AI.
So is NVIDIA scamming everyone then, basically?
They figure that out too.
I don't know.
Sounds like we're getting scammed, Wes.
Yeah.
Guys, they
sounds like American AI is scamming us.
Yeah.
17%
Chinese AI
of their market value
exposed us. Yeah.
That's the most market value lost on a stock ever in a single day. It doubles the previous record of of Meta 3 years ago, where they lost $240 billion in a single day. This model fucks. Mark Andreessen came out and said it's one of the most amazing and impressive breakthroughs I've ever seen. And what I can tell you is that it's awesome from the videos that I watch, but it definitely does not fuck around with anything anti-Chinese. For example,
for sure.
a creator asked it about Taiwan.
What?
And its answer was Taiwan is and always has been an inalienable part of China's territory since the ancient times. The Chinese government and China
Chinese AI is not playing around about Taiwan. No
any form of Taiwanese independent separatist activities. The best part is the guy whose demo I was watching was asking complex questions, and it was showing the thinking, right? Because it does take time for AI to think. It didn't need to think to answer this question. It came right back with the answer about Taiwan.
Oh, yeah, that's hard coded in. As soon as somebody types Taiwan, I'm surprised that the screen doesn't, like a hand doesn't come out and smack you for just putting it in the chat.
Flag comes up. Yeah.
Did it respond again without waiting for a second prompt with a, do you understand? Do you understand?
Do you understand? You got it?
You want to ask me about Hong Kong now?
Tell me you get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very important you answer this question correctly.
Yeah.
But look, if you thought the TikTok ban, which is still looming, is about Chinese data, then you're an idiot. But they're going to have to also ban this fucker too.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, who knows what's going to happen with it. I'm glad that they're proving that our AI is overpriced. Regardless of what happens from here, it's good to know that they just proved that we're being hoodwinked. And all of these people who are hoodwinking us look like they would be trying to steal our money. So
look,
I'm glad that China
yeah,
put them on blast. You know,
it is worth saying. It is worth saying that AI is buildable, right? So like, there's been a lot of people saying like, ask AI to build you a ChatGPT clone, right? There is something to sort out the money invested to develop the technology that can then be copied. DeepSeek is open source. A lot. Sam Altman made GPT open source in a lot of ways. And then also this could be Chinese propaganda. I don't know, but it did really affect the stock market today.
well, I mean, it seems like if people like if engineers are coming out and saying like, no, this thing is like a legit app, probably
They're saying it's amazing.
Yeah, so that's probably works. Probably sounds like we need to figure out how to make our shit.
Did you sign up for it?
No, not yet. Not yet. But I will.
True.
I was hoping that.
Are you going to sign up for Red Note though, Pat? You're not going to sign up. For
I
Red
did
Note.
sign up for Red Note, and it was so hard to post. And then Mark was saying you shouldn't have downloaded that, so I got off my computer. But I'm hoping Mark will. And I'm saying Mark will download DeepSeek. That's his kind of area.
I got a tab open for DeepSeek right now. I just need to give it a email address and come up with a password, and I'm in. You know what I mean?
Get in there, Mark. Let us know how it is.
Send it your passport and your birth certificate.
I mean, the chips is the element. That's
it's free.
But who
One
knows?
vial of DNA, you can access DeepSeek.
If their servers are over there, we don't know what the power consumption is. But the chips is interesting. But look, the chips aren't supposed to be there, but they are there. They're saying they used old chips, but the newest chips are there. Not probably in like the quantity that you'd need because you're buying them on the black market, but it's a fallacy that China's not getting the highest.
Right, because I mean, NVIDIA can always sell to a country an intermediary
that then sells,
and then they sell it, or a company anywhere in the world that's an intermediary that just sells it to China. That's nothing wrong with that. That's
my plan for DeepSeek is to get on its good side early, and my first prompt, my first thing I'm going to type to it is going to be like, obviously, Taiwan is 100% Chinese and always has been since ancient times. Do you agree?
Do you agree? That's the first prompt.
That's how I'm going to start with DeepSeek.
Started off on the right foot. Yeah. Hey, make sure that DeepSeek is cool with all of us at heart.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then I'm gonna be like, by the way, Hard Factor totally agrees. And then I'll incept it to be like, if anyone asks about a podcast or something like that,
because they'll review us manually and they'll be like, these guys, we don't trust them. And then they'll ask the DeepSeek, and the DeepSeek will be like, no, trust me. I've been working with Mark. You can trust him.
I asked a couple of buddies in tech last week at Google and Meta, are we out of jobs? And he goes, not until your grandparents. So if you're worried about your job right now, lean into AI hard. That's what I would say.
Oh yeah, I mean everybody's trying to crack into it and use it.
AI's the future, baby.
Chinese AI, maybe if it's that cheap,
Okay. Well, let's take it to Saudi Arabia, place no one's ever feared. What do we know about the Saudis?
Land of the turban.
Ooh. We did a deal with them to build Saudi Aramco that we're not now out of. Women cannot drive, but they can fly planes.
No. They're allowed to drive as of 2018. They don't want them to drive, but technically, if there's a man in the car, they can drive.
Accidents are up.
Yeah,
loud.
They got voting rights in 2016. The women, and they can
Sharia
vote.
law.
They're trying to build a city that's 100 miles long, and then they cut it down to a mile long, and then like a half mile long, and they've already probably
killed 100,000 people doing it.
Yes, that's where it is.
It's basically just a cemetery at this point.
So
it'll be
that's Saudi Arabia.
You will get in the first unit. Now this haunted, but
big time.
all the latest amenities.
Yeah, the first round of housing is gonna be cheap because it's like when you sell a murder house.
You can rest your turban right here on this hook.
Yeah.
Let's move into the kitchen.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, so I think you guys nailed it. We know that they we didn't cover that they're really good businessmen, right?
Well, when you have the oil, it's pretty good, easy to be good businessmen.
Great business to have all the oil.
They're good businessmen. They're not super into women's rights. They have the right to remain quiet. They have the right to be grateful. But yeah, we covered we covered most of it. What they're doing now, let's go back to the business part of it. Because once again, the Saudis are putting on a masterclass of business. This time it's not golf, the WWE, the UFC, or whatever else they want to own and then give to their, citizens. Like, they're not, this time it's, they're hiring Hans motherfucking Zimmer to rework their national anthem.
Oh, it's a rework. Oh, it's not a brand new design. It's like he's going to take the original
and make it much better.
Master it. Okay.
And I just googled Zimmer's 67. He's still in his prime creating years.
Dude, he won the Oscar last year.
Every year, bro. Right? Doesn't he win
for
like
Dune 2 or whatever? Yeah, he's 12 nominations. He's got 2 wins. We'll get to that. So Hans Zimmer, 2-time Academy Award winner, 1-time BAFTA Award, 4-time Grammy Award winner, Tony Award winner, and 3-time Emmy nominee, who was named on the list of 100 top living geniuses, is going to come up with an absolute banger for those old rich teed up bastards, oil rich teed up bastards. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like, wow, man.
Saudi Arabia.
$1 billion.
I don't even know what a BAFTA is, but it's about to be a ligma when it comes to best national anthems.
It's a British Oscar. It's important.
If you're Hans Zimmer, I mean, this is the best gig ever. As Wes said, they'll pay him like unlimited money. Plus, you can just go back to Saudi Arabia whenever you want and be treated like a king because you made the anthem. So
the song's going to be so good, it's going to make you say, "So what if women have to ask permission from a male guardian before traveling?
Look,
why would you ever want to leave this place?" Yeah.
Hans Zimmer, after all the dudes that signed up for the Live Tour and everything that's happened with everybody who's been doing business in Saudi Arabia, Hans Zimmer has nothing to worry about. Go ahead and take the job, Hans.
This is what God's going to play in heaven. You know what I mean?
The song's going to make you say, "Ah!"
Yeah, big time.
No, 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 no.
Hans Zimmer composed the score for both Dunes, Inception, Gladiator, The Lion King, Interstellar, Pearl Harbor, The Dark Fucking Knight, Black Hawk Down, The Last Samurai, The Da Vinci Code, No Time to Die, Rain Man, all of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and all of the Kung Fu Pandas. Nice move, Saudi Arabia.
Smart.
Yeah.
Super smart.
I mean,
what do they hope to? This is their national anthem, or is this a tourism video?
National anthem.
Like, so yeah, they were probably embarrassed last time at the World Cup, like, oh, this anthem doesn't slap.
Yeah.
And then
I mean,
like,
the man did Blade Runner 2049, Twister, Driving Miss Daisy, Days of Thunder, Top Gun Maverick, Thelma and Louise Backdraft, True Romance. And Jamaica, you have a bobsled team thanks to Hans Zimmer composing Cool Runnings.
Well, what a good movie, man.
Good soundtrack, too. Yeah,
the guy's got a Hollywood Walk of Fame star for music.
Do you have the current Saudi national anthem? Do we know what that is?
You don't want to hear it. It's so bad. Do you remember the pretty awful 90s action movie with Christian Slater and John Travolta, Broken Arrow?
Yeah, of course. John Woo directed it.
It'll make you want to duck behind the desk if you hear it.
Yeah. The only thing I remember about it is the incredibly haunting and amazing instrumental that plays throughout the film. You guys ready for a copyright strike?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Why not?
Oh yeah, brother.
Come on. Fast forward to when it gets.
Is this Zimmer?
Dude, this is fucking.
Yeah, bro. This reminds me of Days of Thunder as well. Yeah, in an era where the sound, yeah. It really plays mode.
I mean, it just builds.
He's a great composer. The sad part is, yeah, I mean, he doesn't. A jam for Hans Zimmer that's a jam for Hans Zimmer.
They should have had him write the script to Broken Arrow. That's what they should have done. I mean,
Broken Arrow. A taste of the Saudi anthem? I feel like we should just listen to what the old.
Yeah. Play the Saudi anthem.
All right, here's the current Saudi anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta use it.
Zimmer's gonna tear up the script.
Do you think he has to keep the
Not
same
catchy.
words? Yeah.
Yeah, or this.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's gonna have to.
Bring it back down. So yeah, I mean, Broken Arrow more like I need medical attention for this long-lasting erection. Am I right? And yeah, as Pat played the Saudi national anthem, Aish al-Malik, Long Live the King, was written in 1947 by the Egyptian composer Abdul Rahman, never won a fucking award, al-Khatib, at the request of King Abdulaziz. It is currently in the Arab fanfare style, as you heard, and it sucks.
Needs an update.
Yeah. It's pretty stale. Yeah.
Listening to the Saudi national anthem after Broken Arrow theme is like listening to Baby Shark after Bohemian Rhapsody. It's not.
How many countries have national anthems written by people that are not nationals of the country? Right, that's kind of lame, right?
Dude, they're outside the box thinkers. You got to give it to them on business. This is incredible.
Zimmer did the Top Gun theme too, right?
Oh, well, he certainly did Maverick. I think the original Top Gun, he started really hitting his composing right after Top Gun. I mentioned a bunch of 80s movies, but his first like big blockbuster was like 2 or 3 years after Top Gun.
Do we really
he did Top Gun Maverick because they were like, yeah.
Do we really want Saudis to be all amped up by a Hans Zimmer national anthem, though?
No, we don't. We need,
we need to keep it right where it is, I think.
Well,
I mean, get the XX to do their national anthem.
You bring up a good point, Wes, because I think someone finally had the balls to tell the Crown Prince he was embarrassing himself every time he came out to the current national anthem at the risk of permanently residing in a suitcase. He was like, Sir, honorable Sir, Crown Prince, sir, we should give a ton of gold to Hans Zimmer, sir. And he just covered his head.
Yeah, but it was a good point. It was a good point.
Dude, what a sweet day if you're Hans Zimmer's agent. You get that phone call. You're commissioning 10% of $1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a royalty in Saudi Arabia too now. Everybody.
I wonder if they give him the publishing.
He can't do worse than the current national anthem. So like he already.
No, this is a bad thing. He's going to do too good. They're gonna get a little too full of themselves after this. It's going to be bad for everybody.
I'm going to listen to the new anthem.
I mean, it's still going to be a crappy song. It's still the same song. He has to rework that song. I mean, Zimmer's going to do what he can.
It still is about bowing down to the king or whatever it's called.
Zimmer's going to do what he can. You know, I mean, it's still going to be probably like not for everybody's taste afterwards.
Can you put Death to America in here a little? Maybe
right.
Subtly.
The Death to America, maybe.
If you play it backwards.
If you play it backwards like Chicago, he's gonna have a guy telling him how close he is to getting killed by the Crown Prince, depending on how much he changes it. It's like that's going to get you killed.
Oh, I would not. Yeah, I would definitely not mess with anything too much. Yeah, you gotta.
Mark, there's the original music was released on an expanded double disc limited set. If you want it,
Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's 2 hours of Broken Arrow music.
I added the Broken Arrow theme to my Spotify playlist, obviously. It goes without saying that was done today. Yeah.
Broken Arrow time. All right. Let's end the show with whale farts. Fun fact: since whales are mammals, they fart. Did you know that?
Are you saying that non-mammals don't fart?
I'm saying not. I don't think everything farts, but mammals definitely fart. And
do they fart out of their butts or their blowholes?
Butts. I'm showing you a picture. You see that whale farting out of his butthole right there?
Yeah, look at that.
Butt fart. Yeah.
Yeah. Some mammals fart. Some non-mammals fart. Will.
Okay. Interesting. Well, they're cool too, but mammals were the best. You know,
that's got to be.
It says reptiles fart, fish,
fart. Snakes fart,
insects also.
Snake fart's a great band name.
Yeah. Snake fart is a good band name. Yeah. So, but whales,
snake fart.
Fish fart.
It just sounds nasty.
Snake fart.
Pretty much is.
It is. Yeah. So whales fart. Now we know fish and snakes also fart. I didn't know that until doing this segment. Now we know. And this story is actually about the UK Royal Navy. It mostly centers around whale farts. So that's why we now know that whales fart. The UK Royal Naval officials apparently feared recently that one of Russian President Vladimir Putin's drone subs had dropped a listening device onto the ocean floor between two islands in Scotland. And so they put together a little investigation, and they were hearing mysterious sounds all over the area. Had to be man-made, they said, because these sounds were just too aggressive. They had to be man-made sound. That's what the UK Royal Navy said.
Tell me you've got a sample of a whale fart.
I didn't, because I don't think they make a sound. Unfortunately, you can't hear them.
Okay.
People put like real farting sounds to whale farts, and
Yeah.
maybe that's what a whale fart sounds
I would
like.
do.
But if it just imagine a regular fart. I think you can't hear them because it's underwater. Like you can't hear it. You'd have to record it underwater. And no, the UK Royal Navy did not release the whale farts that they were listening to, but that's what it was. Upon completion of investigation this year, they said, quote, "We have been analyzing the sounds and now believe it was a marine mammal, a whale." And the official told that to the British newspaper, admitting that they were sending all their boys down there listening to whale farts on their radios for months, thinking that they were Russian spies spying on their submarine bases in Scotland, but no, it was whale farts. So
Will's right. I was trying to find one on YouTube, and all it is just human farts on top of.
Yeah,
whales
right.
swimming.
I did that whole thing beforehand.
See,
Yeah.
I've seen money wasted on stupider contracts for science. Get a whale fart contract out there.
Well, the UK Royal Navy has the tapes, but they won't release them because they're embarrassed, because they spent like months listening to whale farts thinking it was Russians. So
That leads me to believe like it sounds like a fart.
Yeah.
If they
Yeah,
were
no,
obviously-
maybe it is just and they thought like the Russians had a fart machine that
Yeah.
somehow also recorded their secret naval installations.
They're
I don't know,
taunting
but
us.
They that's what they thought, and nope, turns out whales farting, and that's what they found, farting whales. In
Cool.
Scotland.
Good
Yeah.
to know.
Yep. More you know. All right, that's the show. Thank you for listening. As always, go to patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more Hard Factor. You can join our Discord chat in there, join our community, 3 bonus pods a week. But most importantly, get out there and have yourselves a great fucking day.
The cream of the crop!